In today's video, we're going to take a look at a deep-sea fish that's pretty much just nightmare fuel. And a rather phallic creature, but first let's find out what makes this shark an unusual find with number 10. Missing liver. On August 21st, 2022, the carcass of a great white shark was found washed up on a beach in South Africa. Now, your first thought might be that finding sharks on shore shouldn't be that weird, right? Well, that's true, but for this unfortunate sea creature here, it was found with a hole in its underbelly, and upon closer inspection, it was missing its liver. Pretty weird. Shark biologist Allison Towner uploaded images of the dead fish on his Facebook page, which revealed the said gaping hole. Because the shark's liver was missing, people assumed that it was murdered by orcas, or more commonly known as killer whales. The only hunters that an apex predator like the great white shark is afraid of are orcas. The great white shark may have descended from the mighty Meg, but it's hunted by orcas who frequently attack in groups. Towner shared her post with the caption, "The first orca-predated white shark carcass has washed out in Hartenbos Marcel Bay today." Leading the research on these interactions as part of my PhD in conducting the necropsies with expert colleagues on all the shark carcasses here in South Africa, it never gets easier seeing this. This is a very fresh subadult female shark. Pacific football fish. According to marine researchers, a second highly uncommon deep-sea fish washed ashore on a Southern California beach. The body of a Pacific football fish, a type of anglerfish shown in the film Finding Nemo, was discovered on a beach near Encinitas, north of San Diego, on December 10, 2021, as reported by Scripps Institution of Oceanography. One look at this sea creature and you'd think it came from somebody's nightmares. The fish, which is often found at great ocean depths, has only 31 known examples, according to the Institute. A second Pacific football fish was discovered on black beaches in La Jolla, California, on November 13, 2021, according to McClathy News. That one, however, was not collected because researchers were not notified in time. The one found in Encinitas was said to measure a good 13 inches long and weigh 5.5 pounds. In the darkness of the deep depths, this nightmare-inducing anglerfish dangles its own bioluminescent light to lure in food. It's a good thing that this creature only lives in the deep. I wouldn't want to be caught near it. Penis fish. Alright, get your giggles out. You heard that right. Back in December 2019, a swarm of enormous fat worms arrived on a Central California beach after being frightened out of their burrows by a bomb cyclone. These pulsating organisms are fat innkeeper worms. Despite the fact that they're worms, they're commonly referred to as penis fish. The reason why isn't obvious at all. The worms usually burrow deep into the sand, but storms uprooted them, and Drake's Beach, which is located approximately 50 miles north of San Francisco, was covered in penises. We are a family channel, by the way. While the design of these fat penis fish has some explaining to do, according to biologist Ivan Parr, it's the perfect shape for them as they spend their lives underground. He also added that some of the species has been found in fossil form, dating back about 300 million years ago, and that some can live for up to 25 years. The penis fish is eaten by a variety of other species, including fish, sharks, and otters. It's also considered food for some humans. The East Asian species, Erectus instinctus, is considered a delicacy in nations such as South Korea. That's one food that I'm gonna add to my do not try list, however. Blood-sucking lamprey. British waters are once again being visited by a blood-sucking parasitic fish that can reach a length of 1 meter. On Exmouth Beach, a lamprey that predates dinosaurs and has hardly changed over time was found washed up on the shores. Around 360 million years ago, sea lampreys began prowling the oceans of the Earth. They haven't altered much since then, but instead decided to hide their horrifying faces out of sight. The underwater vampire-like species, which also sucked other fish's blood, was supposed to have gone out in the 1800s. However, the fish, which can grow to be 3 feet long and was formerly a king's delicacy, has been found on an English beach. Fans of Game of Thrones will be familiar with the lamprey, as it was a favorite delicacy in the show, with Tyrion Lannister often seen devouring a lamprey pie. Although it was rumored that Henry I's death in 1135 was brought on by eating lamprey, the fish was a beloved delicacy in Britain. Orc-like creature. A woman touring a beach in Egypt made a grisly discovery on the sand after coming across the remains of a monster that resembled an orc from Lord of the Rings. In the Sinai Peninsula's Gabir El Bint, Andrea Judd came across the creature's carcass while exploring a beach, its fangs exposed and eyes missing. Mrs. Judd remarked that when she first saw the discovery, it reminded her of a monster from a movie. Because she was so freaked out, she didn't touch it, and even looking at it made her feel really uneasy. The creature was so creepy that she said it resembled an orc from Lord of the Rings. Wanting answers, she took to the internet, asking for help in identifying the mysterious creature. Netizens often imaginative answers, with some saying that it was a baby Loch Ness monster and another suggesting it could be a Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Despite the creative suggestions, some gave logical answers. Because of the jaws, people said that it resembled a moray eel and could have been scorched beyond recognition by the Egyptian heat. No one really knows what the creature is, but one thing's for sure, pretty much nightmare fuel. Jellyfish. You've seen fish washed up on shore, you might have even spotted the occasional jellyfish, but have you ever found a fish within a jellyfish? That's exactly what happened on August 4, 2021 in Cornwall. This strange glob drew the attention of beachgoers in the UK. The Synedrian has an undigested fish visible in its translucent bell. The ravenous compass jellyfish, known for its brown V-shaped patterns resembling a compass, must have eaten the juvenile fish immediately before it also met its end. The poor fish could have been sheltering in the tentacles of the jelly when its protectors slowly struck. According to Life Science, the jellyfish stung the fish to death and would have proceeded to slowly digest the feast in its rudimentary stomach had it not washed ashore and met its untimely demise. The photo was taken by a local photographer who noticed the blob while walking his dog nearby. Sight is surely something you wouldn't want to see every day. Blue dragons. Don't let its name fool you, as these sea creatures are not like the large dragons that you normally think of. However, they are as deadly as their namesake. A seldom seen sea slug dubbed the blue dragon drew some attention after washing up on the shores of a Texas park. It's only 3 centimeters long, yet its vibrant blue color is difficult to miss. Despite their tiny size, their stings really pack a punch. Because they feed on the deadly Portuguese man of war, the blue dragons have a similar sting. They obtain the neurotoxins from the jellyfish and hold it inside their tiny little bodies. The blue dragon's poisonous cells are what make it hazardous to humans, as it embeds them throughout its own body as a defense against other predators. Picking one up or even touching it exposes humans to unpleasant and potentially lethal stings. If you spot these vibrantly colored and cute sea slugs, remember to appreciate it from afar, and avoid making contact with it as much as possible. Now it's time for the day's best pick. We're going to take a look at this large-toothed creature. Giant-toothed sperm whale. With gigantic square-shaped heads and the largest brain of any animals on Earth, sperm whales are the largest toothed whales. These deep divers are famed for pursuing gigantic squid and other prey as far as 1.9 miles beneath the ocean's surface. That's why when this massive sea animal washed up on shore, it shocked a lot of people. It drew the attention of a lot of people, however, with the putrid smell of its decomposing corpse, it also kept most of the curious onlookers away. News reports mentioned that a man who approached the whale had his sneakers damaged by the decaying blubber. Others even stated that they could smell the nasty stench from around 3 miles away. Scary as the sperm whale looked with its massive teeth, the horrible stink was even more terrifying. Corpses of whales often pose a problem when they get beached, as gases tend to build up inside the decaying bodies that can even lead to unwanted explosions. That's one good reason to steer clear from any dead whale. Unknown clawed beast. The internet never ceases to draw attention to strange events taking place around the globe. In a recent example, a strange creature was captured on camera washing ashore on a well-known beach in Queensland, Australia, shocking the locals. A video of the unusual creature was posted on Instagram by a resident named Alex Tan. The creature has a reptilian-looking skull, flappy limbs, a lengthy tail, and claws. During a morning walk, Alex claimed to have found the creature on the Maroochydore beach shore. In the video, you can hear him say, "I've stumbled across something weird. This is like one of those things you see when people claim they found aliens." Then Alex moves the camera to reveal the beast. Flies are observed buzzing around and crawling on the thing. Although Alex called the animal a D-haired possum, he also noted that it was different from anything he had ever seen. There have been some comments that the creature looked like a wallaby, however it was never confirmed what the mysterious beast was. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Bondi creature. Not uncommon to come across strange sea creatures on the beaches these days. One such animal was reportedly sighted on the Australian beach of Bondi. On April 5th this year, a man named Drew Lambert discovered a strange-looking critter emerging from the waves off the coast of Bondi Beach. He posted the video of the monster to Facebook with the description, "Can someone please tell me what this weird alien-like creature is that was washed up on a beach at Bondi today?" In the video, a man can be heard suggesting that the creature could be a horn shark. The animal's body was shaped like a shark, but its lips were human-like. Drew stated that he had never seen anything like it in his 20 years in Bondi. In an interview with Yahoo News, Drew stated, "I just looked at it. What the hell, does this fish have human lips on it? Looked like it was puckering up for a kiss." While many people were unable to identify the creature, several Facebook users speculated that it was a stingray, and that its tail was most likely coiled after it died and internal organs expanded. The creature was later then identified as a numb ray or coffin ray by Latita Hannan as supervisor at Sea Life Sydney Aquarium. See you all next time!